Okay, so there's a need for you to express your creativity or show people exactly what you're about. Uh, there seems to be some kind of workplace assessment coming out for you and an evaluation. So you need to express who you are. Don't hold back. Show them exactly what you can do and that you're very capable of doing this particular job. And there will be a lot of success and recognition. So that workplace assessment you needn't worry about. It looks like things are going to work out for you and it's going to be quite successful. So in the past, you've got go for it. And this is, putting all your efforts into this particular job and, pulling out all the stops really. So that's what you've been doing. And you've been developing your networking and communication skills as well while you've been doing that. So going into the future, beware of theft and protect your belongings. So this could be about, your actual physical belongings that you need to be aware of. There could be a theft, or it could well be, the theft of ideas. So make sure you're not letting everything out to everybody. Keep play your cards very close to your chest, really, because people steal people's ideas. And there's an unexpected windfall coming in, so some money coming in for you as well. So, a successful outcome to any workplace assessment that you might be worrying about. So you've got the Page of Cups over here. You might be planning on doing some kind of further study or something further in your career. This is about information or planning to do some kind of course. The Page of Cups usually deals with news also coming in for you. Maybe a new offer as well coming in for you. Some kind of job offer coming in for you that's going to be very successful. So something coming in the form of news, in the form of an offer, or even in the form of where you get more information coming in the form of going and doing some further studying or doing some seminars or doing something to further your career. So that coming in for you, and that is where you are at the moment, trying to make a decision about what to do there, or even waiting for this news to come in. So what's going on around you? You've got the Seven of Swords. So you are feeling a bit distrustful about the people around you. You might be feeling as though people are bullying you and nobody's being supportive of you. And, maybe you're feeling like just dumping everything and walking off away from the situation. Maybe you feel like people are not listening to you, or maybe you feel like there's something underhand going on where people are betraying you as well. Because the card of the Seven of Swords is about deception. This is also trying to strategize your position that you are in as well, trying to make plans, trying to move forward as well. So you are feeling a bit uneasy or not feeling as though, you can trust the people around you. You are working very hard. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is your card. And you are working hard and you're putting a lot of effort and you're making a lot of sacrifice in this job, and things are going very, very slowly. You might be doing a lot of communicating with a lot of people, and you are very focused on that job and trying to, save up money as well with this very large squirrel here, about saving, your resources as well. So you are into that. You are watching your finances very carefully, but you are very distrustful about everybody around you. Maybe you don't feel very supported by people around you. And you can see that on this What's on Your Mind, where you're feeling very alone, isolated, feeling very pressurized by the people around you and feeling like you're not being supported and feeling like everybody's against you as well. So that's also playing on your mind as well. So you might be dealing with somebody who is maybe an Aries person, or somebody that's a figure in authority in this last year, who has, not been that supportive. Demanding, making a lot of demands on you, and causing a lot of havoc or problems or drama whenever things don't go their way. So they're a bit of a bully here. Like I said, they could be an Aries person, or just somebody that's in authority and is not listening to you. They're very bullheaded. They're very stubborn. And they want to get their way, and they might be, bossing you around and not even listening to anything that you've got to say. So this is the kind of energy that you've been dealing with. It's a very fiery energy, and it's making you very uncomfortable as well. Now, in the last few months, you've got the Seven, which is the Chariot card, which has taken control of the situation. So you are moving forward. You might have relocated. You might have bought a new house. And you're very determined to get success as well. So you are working very, very hard on that. Because the Chariot is about attainment of goals and attainment of success. So you are going in the right direction and you are being successful at what you do. And like I said, you are feeling a bit unsupported as well. And that's been playing on your mind. So going into the future, you've got Three of Pentacles. This is working very, very hard. This is also being a mentor or getting advice from somebody who is a mentor. So, you might be working with younger people that you're passing information on to. You're taking on some kind of teaching capacity, which is a role that really suits Virgo as a teacher. They make really, really great teachers. And so that is probably what you're doing. You're showing people the ropes. You've taken people under your wing. On the other hand, there might be, you might be the person that is learning a lot from somebody who's very inspirational in your job situation. But there's a lot of information that is being exchanged here between you and this other person, and you're learning a lot, and they're learning a lot as well. And you're working very, very hard. With the Three of Pentacles, it's about collaborating with a lot of people who are experts at their field. So you might be getting some advice from a person who is very expert at that field. And, you are managed to accumulate the finance as well. So you've got the Three of Cups over here. So this is a celebration. So whatever issues you are facing at the moment, just leaving it and running off is not going to be the thing, because it looks like there is going to be something to celebrate as well. And there are people around you that are very supportive, and the team that you're working with is a pretty good team as well. There are people that are very supportive as well. And you can see that with this Page of Cups. You've got a very supportive team. And it looks like even here with this Three of Cups here, there are people that are very supportive. And also this is celebrating some good news coming in for you. So that's coming in as well. So you're going to be pretty successful at something, and there's a celebration about to happen. Now, if you've got the Queen of Pentacles, you might be in an administration position, or you might be in a position of authority. And, this is where you're very focused on this work. You're very practical. You're getting the job done, and, you are, you're earning pretty well as well. So it's a card of comfort as well, but being very focused on that coin, very focused on that work. So you are very job orientated, and you're managing to save money as well, because you've got the squirrel over here. So this is about saving, and you are managing to do that. So whatever job you're doing with the Three of Pentacles, you are leading that team as well, it seems. And it seems like, you're in charge and very organized, and, very diplomatic as well, and very good with money management as well, it seems. And you're working pretty hard. So very focused on your work right now. So what's on your hopes and fears? You've got the Moon card over here. So there's a bit of confusion going on over here. Also a bit of making things out to be worse than they are. So, expecting the worst case scenario happening. So that's been in your fears, that everything is going to go horribly wrong, and you're never going to know what to do next. And, you're not seeing things very clearly. Maybe you're making out things to be worse than they actually are. So I need to just rope it in and ground yourself. With this Moon card, because the Moon is the liar, and it lies about things, and it says that there's a big monster when there isn't. So, you need to know that things are not as bad as they seem to be. So try not to be very negative. So you've got the Nine of Pentacles, and this is the card of achievement. So achieving a goal, getting recognition, earning well, setting down strong foundations, managing to save money, and a lot of abundance coming in. You see this woman setting up this nice, really good wall. So whatever you're doing is you're building solid foundations, and there's a beautiful garden behind. So there's a lot of abundance coming in for you. And, you are working by yourself, but you're becoming an expert at what you're doing as well. So that's very positive. And then you've got the Queen of Swords. You're very, very determined to get to where you're going through. This is a card of, achievement. And she's sitting next to this cow. So this is about money achievement as well. So both these cards, you are very determined to get ahead in whatever field you're doing, and you're getting there, and you're saying whatever you need to say. You're taking charge of that situation. So you are, you're acting very independently of everybody else with this Nine of Pentacles, achieving goals that you are setting, and, also making the money that you need to make, and you're very determined to do it as well. Now, there is somebody around you who is the King of Cups, who is very supportive of you as well. This is a card also about, if you have any health concerns, you do need to visit a physician, because the King of Cups, usually pertains to any health illnesses, maybe due to stress. Maybe you've been stressed out. You might need to have some advice coming from somebody that is very supportive, or even get some counseling if you need to, if you're very stressed out or very anxious, or even see a doctor if you feel like you've got some medical issues going on as well. So that might be the case. And this might all be stress related in itself. But you are very determined and you are achieving as well. So you are getting there, and you are going to be a force to be reckoned with as well, with this Queen of Swords. It is a time to be concentrating on your career right now. The Queen of Swords generally says, this is not really the time for romance as such. It is a time for you to, concentrate on this work, focus on this work, and it will bring you a lot of rewards. But you can see that you are focusing on this work with Three of Pentacles, and you can see that he's focused on that pentacle in itself. And whatever you're learning, you're pretty good at it, because you're giving out advice as well about how to get things done. So I'm just going to draw some cards from Think and Grow Rich Prosperity deck, as well as now from the Fairy Tarot, the Oracle read. So the first card is, this is a turning point in your life. So recognize that and know that, you have to put in the effort in order for you to make things happen. And they're following directions. So if it's a turning point in your life where you have now come to a conclusion that this is the way you want, this is the way forward, then you have to set yourself some goals and find yourself some direction in life. So don't, don't just let go with the flow. You need to be very directional. You need to be very driven, and you need to make some kind of goal, set a goal that you could follow. And it must be something practical and something attainable. And then you have the desire, which says that, if you desire something, then obviously things will come to pass. So it says, every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sources of retreat. Only by doing so, one can be sure of maintaining the state of mind that is known as burning desire to win, essential to success. So, you need to know that you can't back down from the situation. If you set yourself a goal and you go for it, then, you will achieve whatever you need to achieve. So it's not a time for you to dilly-dally. It is a time for you to set things, have a vision, and move forward. Be very, very single-minded. So you've got the Prince of Autumn over here, which says cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. So don't be slapdash in anything you do. Make sure that you're paying attention to all the finer details, crossing the T's and dotting the I's kind of thing. So make sure you're putting that effort into. This is the Prince of Autumn, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So working very hard and getting there, achieving your goals. And it's just going to, take continued resilience really to get there. And then you've got the Seven of Winter over here, which says there's a better choice not saying things clearly and running away from the truth. So there's something that you need to face with the Seven of Winter, which is like the Seven of Swords. So there might be some other kind of decision that you need to make. And there's something that's not come to light. There's a little bit of deception going on around. Don't run away from things. Make sure that you're facing all kinds of things, and make sure that you're doing some research. So, don't wait for people to bring the answers to you. You have to go out there and look for it. And you use those answers in order for you to make a logical decision. Then you've got the Ego card over here, which is an illusion of being trapped and placing too much of importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. So if you're anxious and worried about things, you needn't do that. This is about the Devil card, and the Devil card is about being negative. So try not to be negative. Try not to worry too much. Things are going to work out. You've got the Moon card as well here, which is talking about, unnecessary worry, making out that things are bigger than they are. The problem is bigger than it is. So, try to let go of that. Try to rope it in. Like I say, ground yourself. That is a very important thing to do. Meditate, because that grounds you very nicely. And be very positive in your thinking. Have positive affirmations. Also, set yourself a practical goal, and do things one step at a time. And this is how you achieve things. And you don't see all the worries. You don't have to worry about things going wrong if you set small goals and you achieve small things a step at a time.